दिख रहा हूँ मैं?
Okay, Ashutosh,
Yes, sir.
it's been your third day here, right?
Yes, sir.
So, how has been the stay till now?
Excellent, sir.
Any problems or complaints you have for us?
No, sir.
Okay, so how did you come to Allahabad?
By train, sir.
Which train?
Allahabad station.
Okay. So, how was the compartment? Was the train clean and all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What did you eat in train?
So I eat paratha and chutney with sham, which I already took with along with me from my home.
Okay, Ashutosh. Ashutosh, I can see that your surname is Mandloi.
Yes, sir.
Can you explain me a bit about your surname or the community you belong to?
Yes, sir. The Mando is the one of surname which I belongs to the Khati community, and we basically come from Kashmir. Like we are Chandravanshi there, and we came here as our ancestor says.
Okay, so you are Kashmiri Pandits.
No, sir. Chandravanshi, but
Kashmiri.
from Kashmir, yes.
Okay, so you remember any of your ancestors who lived in Kashmir?
No, sir. It's been a long time, very very long. Like my great grandfather said that like he also don't know that who his ancestor came from the Kashmir.
Okay, from the Kashmir Valley.
No, sir, from the Kashmir.
Okay. Currently, you are staying in Padlia.
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me three things you will take me to visit whenever I come to Padlia.
So the first thing, Shankargarh Pahadi, like it is a very near to Padlia, and the second is Bhiru Baba's temple, the god whom we have a very faith in them, and the third thing is like a nearby Hanuman temple.
What's so special about that temple?
So it is like people comes from the various places and worship that. If you ask something from the Hanuman from in the Hanuman temple, then you will definitely get it.
Okay, Ashutosh. Now, the way this interview will proceed is I'll ask you a set of questions, and when I'm done asking those questions, then you will answer the questions. Okay?
Okay.
In between, I'll ask some follow up questions, and you'll stop right there and then, and you'll answer my questions only. And when I say continue, you will continue with the set of questions which I asked you. Is that clear?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Ashutosh, tell me who all are there in your family? What do they do? How you spend time with them? When was the last time you got angry at all of them? All of them is as in specifically. And what are their good habits as per your perception and what are their bad habits? Okay, start.
So me myself, the second one is my younger brother Dipesh Mandal, the third my father Sunil Mandal, and the fourth my mother Madhu Mandal. My I am currently doing marketing in a marketing company, and the second my younger brother who is studying for NEET at Akash Institute Indore, and the third one is my father, who is a government teacher in a Jamunia High Secondary School.
What is the full form of NEET?
Needs are National Eligibility Test.
That is NET, right?
Yes, sir. National Eligibility Come Entrance Test.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Why is this exam taken?
Sir, to enroll students in MBBS colleges.
Okay. So your younger brother wants to become a doctor.
Yes, sir.
Continue.
So the last time when I got angry on my father is like when I asked him to that I will go to the khet instead of him at the night when the panat is going on. But my father start denying me that you don't go. Today is like very much cold, and I should go. That but I convinced him, and I got somehow angry on him that please let me go to the khet and do my work there in the night. And
So what was this work you were planning to do
the
alone?
panat when we like watering our crops.
At night?
Yes, sir.
Isn't that harmful for the crop?
No, sir. Sir, because the crop needs the water. If we don't give it, then it will be harmful. And on the in the Madhya Pradesh, the light is like of 10 hours, 6 hours a day and 4 hours in night. So we have to manage it somehow. And,
Okay. So you guys, you along with your family also do farming?
yes, sir.
Okay. So Ashutosh, tell me something about your farm. Or else you can continue with the questions. Okay, continue with the questions.
The first time, the last time when I got angry on my younger brother is when I asked him to take some snacks with him while he was going to the Indore, but he start denying that I don't need this thing, I will buy from there. But as my father is going to drop him at the hostel, so I suggest him to take some snacks with him, so he can put it out and eat in between the like his breaks and in throughout the days when he is living in the Indore. And the last time I got angry on my mother is when the day that was on like that light comes on 10 to 2 o'clock, like 10 to 4 o'clock, sorry. It is a 6 hours in a day, and I got somehow late on that day, and it was 11 on the home, but the light get started, and I have to water my crops. So I asked my mother that I am going to the khet and I will be like doing farming there. I will come back at 4 o'clock. But my mother asked me to eat some food before the like going to the khet. But I asked her to pack and take there and I will eat there.
Why did you stop? You forgot the questions?
Yes, sir.
You want me to repeat them for you?
No, sir. I just remember the question that we spend time by watching movies on our television in the home or just by sitting together and like watching like in each one of have mobile, so we have some funny videos in the mobiles, so we show all of them and laugh continuously, or else we like buy some jalebi from the market and consume it uh, in the night or in the before the sleeping. That's how we spend time with each other in the free time.
Tell me some of their good habits and bad habits as perceived by
So the First one, I want to talk about my brother. It is a very good habit that he is very curious in nature. He start studying in his early 11th and 12th that which medicine will work for which type of patient or which drugs are used to cure the which diseases. The first thing I like about my brother, and the second thing is like he study over time. Like he don't think that the time is so late, like it is like midnight and you should sleep for at least 6 hours. But he didn't sleep sometime and keep studying the full night, and the next day he have to leave for the schools. And that thing like I don't like about my brother. If I talk about my father, the first thing I like about my father is like his financial management. As we were living, as we have gone to the Devas for some 3 years. Like after that, the Corona came, so we came back to the Padlia. But in between that, we are paying 5,000 as a rent. But my father thought of like for the long term, so he borrowed like he bought a house and made a EMI of 12,000 rupees per month and make a like asset for us for the future. That's how I like her. I like his financial management. And the second thing I don't like about my the second thing which I don't like about my father is like he insists of doing many works. Like if he has go to the school, he have to go to the school to teach the children, and he have to go to the farm also. So he keep like doing that. He went to the school also, he go to the farm also. Even I am there at the farm and maintaining all the things and managing and doing my work there, but my father also came there and helped me throughout the day. But as I asked him to not do, but he also do this thing. If I talk about my mother, the first thing I like about my mother is that his friendly nature. If she goes somewhere, she makes new friend very easily. And the second thing I don't like about my mother is over caring. Like she cares me and my brother a lot like that. We are now little like थोड़े बड़े हो गए हैं, फिर भी अभी बहुत ज़्यादा वो केयर करते हैं हमारी.
So what's the problem with that?
So sometimes that she needs to uh, keep her health like very good. Like she has to manage some things like has to exercise and all these things. But instead of doing the exercise, she start preparing food for us. Like when we are living for Indore or Devas, then we know that we will eat by it in the midway or in the Devas Indore also.
Okay. Okay, Ashutosh, as we were discussing, and you told me about your farming.
Yes.
So tell me how much land you own or your father own. What all crops have you seen growing there? Which is the recent crop you are growing right now? What is the rate of that particular crop? And how much volume you believe or you guess that in this particular season you will get out of that crop?
My father owns of 10 biga, and we are doing the kheti from last like from the day I born. We started doing the farm like from my childhood to the my parents' childhood. Like we are doing from the long time. We are owning 10 bigas of khet.
Okay, 10 biga is how much in hectare?
10 biga is like 2,20,000 hectare.
2,20,000 hectare.
Yes.
That is really big. You have a very huge farm. Why are you coming to join defense forces?
Sir, it seems to be big, but it's not really big to survive because the kisan are getting very low prices of their crops.
Okay. Continue.
So the crop which I have seen like क्या क्या हमने उगाया है. So the first thing is wheat, the second thing is soybean and onion and garlic and sometimes gram also like which we call in our language dalar chana. These all the things these all the crops we have grown in our farms. and the recent crop we are growing is wheat, onion, and garlic. And if I talk about the volume, what is the quantity of the recent one? If I talk about the recent one, then if I talk about the garlic, then the garlic of we have sown the garlic of 1 biga, and which seems to be like 40 quintal per biga. So we are approaching like 30 to 40 quintals per biga. It will be like there, and we have sown the 2 bigas of onion. So we are expecting like 40 quintals, approx 40 quintals of onion we will be receiving. And if I talk about the wheat, so we have like 5 or 6, 5 to 5, like 5 and 5, somehow half biga. We have grown the wheat, and it is about 10 quintal per biga. So it may 50 to 60 quintal, and it may varies throughout the season. Like there is a cold, and if the cold is like in the sardi goes in the low temperature, so our crop will be affected by it. And if there is a no sardi, like there is a no cold, then it will be also affected to our crop.
Okay, Ashutosh. Now tell me, from where did you study in your 10th standard? Tell me the name of the school or the institution. How much did you score in that particular class? Who was your favorite teacher and the teacher you didn't like much? Subsequently, tell these information about your 12th standard as well as for your graduation. Then at the end, tell me three outstanding achievements of these three classes. After that, tell me who all are your friends, your best friends.
If I talk about my 10th class, I studied my 10th class from School for Excellence Devas, and I scored 78% in it. And if I talk about my outstanding achievement, so I scored 88 marks in Sanskrit, and from the same school, School for Excellence, I completed my 12th class, and I scored 81 percentage in it. And the outstanding achievement was 86 marks in Sanskrit. If I talk about my graduation, I completed my graduation from Malwa Institute of Technology by the Computer Science branch. I scored 7.6 GPA in it, and the outstanding achievement is that I got A grade in web development.
Okay, but Ashutosh, why such decline? Like in 12th standard, you scored 81 and then 75 only.
Yes, sir. The courses are so much different from the 12th to engineering. Like we have the 8th semester, and in the 8th semester we have 40 subjects. So all things will get up down.
So, you get 4 years also, na, for that.
Yes, sir.
So, 40 subjects, 4 years. So, per year, 10 subjects.
Yes, sir.
You can manage those 10 subjects, right?
Yes, sir.
And also, you must have completed some part of your degree in COVID situation.
Yes, sir.
Still, you were only able to score this much.
So that's good enough according to me.
Okay, you got A grade in web development.
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me some basic commands of HTML.
Sir, I do coding in WordPress.
In WordPress.
Yes, sir.
There is no coding in WordPress.
Like
Everything
I
is
design my
created.
website in WordPress.
So how did you get A grade in web development? In college, they must not have told you or taught you WordPress. They must have taught you HTML, CSS, JavaScript, isn't it?
Yes, sir. It is all about theory, that how the website design and how the things will go and what you will do in the first, like what you will buy first. Then it is all about the process, not about designing the website.
But the subject's name is web development.
Yes, sir.
So it must include designing something, right?
Yes, sir.
How you are developing it. So due to the theory part, you got this grade.
Yes, sir.
So what was in that subject? Elaborate, please.
So the first thing in the subject was that you should satisfy the client, that what are the needs and how you must go there. There are some types of models like that. The first model is you need to first understand the requirement of client, then design your website and then show to the client. That's it. And then the second model, the first you will clarify, understand all the requirements from the client, then design, then again make sure that the design are up to the mark, or the anything required from the client, then you will again design and redesign it, like until and unless the customer did not get satisfied.
I'm not satisfied with your answer.
Okay.
Okay, what was the name of this model you were telling about?
I forgot about the name.
Okay. Continue with your questions. You forgot the questions also.
Just a minute. Yes, I forgot the question.
I asked you about your 10th standard, the teachers you liked and those you didn't like very much. Tell me this for your 10th standard, your 12th standard, as well as for your graduation. One outstanding achievement you have already told, and then tell me who all are your friends.
So the teacher I like more much in the 10th class is Pawan Patel sir, who teaches us maths. And the teacher I don't like much was the sports teacher Mirza sir. And in the 12th class, the teacher I like most was like Pawan Patel sir, who is also teaching us maths throughout our 11th and 12th also. And the teacher I don't like, I least like, was Mirza sir, who was our sports teacher. And if I talk about my graduation, the teacher I like most was the Arpit sir, who helped me in joining Rotaract and E-Cafe. And the teacher I don't like about the Rajiv Vishwakarma sir, who was the principal of college, and
Why didn't you like the
abuse.
principal of college?
He never listened to the students that what their requirement is, and he start talking rubbish, like that you are not here to do these things, and he always claimed that there should be no extracurricular activities in the college.
Okay, continue.
So I have two the best friends, which are Pawan and Naveen.
Okay. Okay, Ashutosh, I can see that you have participated in a lot of athletic competitions in running.
Yes, sir.
So tell me the major challenges, two major challenges which you faced during the preparation of your athletics or running, and how did you overcome those challenges? Subsequently, tell me about all the co-curricular, all the extracurricular activities you have done during your college, the challenges you faced in those extracurricular activities, and how did you overcome them. Then tell me two of your strengths and two of your weaknesses. Start.
So the first challenge I faced during my athletics competition was the shin pain. The shin pain was so painful that I don't able to sleep at the night. But somehow I practiced it, and I talked with my coach Anu sir, and he told me about that you must change the shoe, or you must not run on the road, as our competition was on the road, most of the time. So I used to practice on the road, but as according to my coach, he said that you should not practice on the road. And the second thing I faced during my athletics practice time was one of the I was also managing my finances at that time, and I was doing a news anchoring work at a DDT news channel, which was a local channel of Indore. So I was not able to give my 100% during the time of athletics practice to the news anchoring.
Okay, what is this DDT?
So DDT was the name of the channel.
So it must have a full form, right?
Yes, sir.
What was that?
So the owner of the channel was Dinesh Thakur, sir, and his wife name was Dikti. So he named the channel Dinesh Dikti Thakur.
What was that channel about?
So that channel was about all about the MP exams, like when this exam will happen, when this exam is happen, and motivating and studying the students during the lectures, during the exam preparation time.
So what was your work there?
So my work was to just read the news in front of camera.
So there was always a camera in front of you.
No, sir.
Then?
Sir, I must shoot with my webcam and upload the video on the channel.